Okay guys, I've got a Lenovo Carbon X1 Generation 2 laptop here that is not starting, or it's in a boot loop actually. So what I'm trying to do is reflow the RAM on this board. I've already put Captain tape around it, around the area. So it's boot looping and not starting. So I've come to the conclusion that it's either the CPU or quite possibly the RAM. So what I'm going to do is reflow this RAM and see if the problem goes away. If it doesn't, I can almost certainly say that it's the good old CPU here, integrated graphics on it. So without any further ado, let's see what happens. So obviously it's disassembled already. Excuse the cameras, I've got crappy old cameras. I haven't got my overhead camera yet. It's I've got the camera, but I don't have the capture cards, so I'm just waiting for those to come. And hopefully these videos will get better as time goes on. Anyway, I'm just using some californium that I've made. It's about 1/3 californium dust, an IPA, isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to use this on the board. So I'm going to preheat it. I'll just show you on the microscope here the board itself and what I'm going to reflow. So there's 4 RAM chips on one side, and of course has to be another 4 chips on the other side. So I've just taped it up pretty nicely there, well, nice and close, try to cover everything that I can pretty much, and hopefully everything goes right and I don't blow anything off the board with my quick. So I'm just going to start probably on this side and start to preheat the board just right here somewhere. Let me get this microscope a bit straighter so I can get my eyes around this. Sorry, that's the best zoom out I've got. It's pretty much in focus, and it's not very responsive either because I'm running on USB 2, but that's life. When my capture cards come, things should get a bit better. So I'm just going to preheat the board just gently. I'm using full power on my quick here, 500 full air. I think this is a 10mm nozzle because I just well, I haven't got the bigger. I think it's 12.7 or something, I'm not sure. So we're getting a bit of a heat in there. Just, I'm probably maybe 3 inches away at this time. It's getting pretty hot. And you'll notice how I'm working with my heat away from any other components to the edge of the board. Less chance of making anything move or blow off or etc. So once I've got that done, I'll just preheat a fair bit. Right, so now I'm going to put lots of californium around these, if you can see that. Get it all around on this side. Hopefully it'll all suck up underneath. Now as I do this, I might have to add a bit more, but we'll see. I'll do this under the microscope. See what happens. You just want to make them move a touch, not too close. And me and my shaky hands. So I'm using 500 degrees, and by the way, this is calibrated. and 120 air. Make sure you get plenty of flux on there. Try to make them move. Bit of a swirling motion. And once I get one to move, the next one should move quite a bit easier. Because obviously the board's heating. Maybe a bit more flux. Can't have too much, I reckon. Don't want to move. Hello. My smoke alarm just went off. Alright, I'll just pause it there. Okay, so they're really not moving for me. So I'm just going to try and heat them instead of moving them. Looks messy, I know. Alright. Okay. Now, not a good result that I had wished for, but let's see if that heat has helped the RAM. What I'm guessing is that this has been dropped or something along those lines, and of course that's what's caused the problem. Hopefully that heat, instead of actually moving the chips, has actually given it better contact to the board. So I'll clean this up, take off the tape, the captain tape, and see what goes on. Put it all back together, and I'll be back to see if it tests well, and actually if the board starts. Okay, back after I've put it back in its home. Okay, I've cleaned up the motherboard, etc. Just a quick note, I'd like to show you this under the microscope. It seems a bit odd. I saw this earlier, but it didn't really click in my brain. So I'll show you what I mean. Where these RAM chips sit, I've just got the motherboard laying on its edge, and if you can look under, let me get something to point with, look underneath here, you can see that there's like like a little plate, or it's very hard to see, I guess. Can I get in a bit closer? Bit of where are we? Under there, looks like there's a solder ball under there. Something under there. I'll try and flick that out. See what that is. And get in closer. See how there's like a little metal plate there? Can we see that? Oh, hang on a minute. I'll just flick over to the microscope. That's better. See that one there? Looks like it's got a solder ball under it. Right. And where are we? Right in there. Somewhere. And it looks like there's some metal plates underneath there. I'm just wondering, is it possible that when they're made, they're actually connected together, these two chips on each side of the board? That's why they won't move. I'm not sure. Either way, if you know, let me know. Oh, I better clean that one up a bit. A little bit of that out of there. Yeah, I'll give that a good clean up and have a look in there too. It's just caliphonium. That's all good. Well, that's just a sticker for the pad for to hold down the lead that goes in there. But that's interesting, that solder ball under there. I wonder if I can get that out and maybe get some joy. Hang on. Is it a solder ball? Looks like it's something the same. Yeah, same there, same there. I don't know if that is a solder ball. They can't all be solder balls, can they? Anyway, very weird. I'll get those out. Just let me pause and I'll get something to try and see what those are. Give that bit of caliphonium there a bit of clean up. See what goes on. Right, back soon. So I'll just get some tweezers in there for this. Actually, I should be able to zoom out a bit, but that's a bit better for me. Get a bit of that off, and I'll get some IPA and a cotton tip. See how we go. Get that out. And just get that. IPA on here. I wish I had my overhead camera. Let's get that a bit clean there. Where are we? Something there. God knows what I'm going to get in there. Get what looks like a solder ball, but so there's a couple there too, if that's the case. One there. All the rest look all right. Try and clean that up a bit better. Nothing like a good old blow. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so there's a little solder ball there by the looks, and a couple of little ones there. Can I see down the other side? let's do this other side first because I've got to refocus everything. 1, 2, what am I going to have? What am I going to be able to put in there to just give those a bit of a flick out? It looks like there's 2 there. Let me just point them out. One there, one there, and one there. Oh, I know, I've got some real small tweezers here. Let's check those out. Alright, that's a shocking camera, that one. Anyway, where are my little ones? Bent ones? Let's go back to the microscope. Yeah, these ones are pretty tiny. Let's see what happens. Where are we? Yeah, I think it will get in there. Ah. I don't think they're soldables at all. Maybe I need better eyes. Nope, just looks like the light playing tricks on my eyes. Get that off. Yeah, I don't think they're soldables at all. Something shiny down there, God knows what that is. Oh well, I suppose we'll just have to put it back together and see what happens, eh? Ah, that's just, looks like liquid. Which is probably coliformium and maybe some isopropyl alcohol under there, that's all. Alright, I think I've put my mind at rest that we're okay with the soldable theory not being true. Alright, I'll put the board back in and I'll be back a bit later. Hopefully everything will be fine. I'm looking at the screen all the time, so instead of looking at you guys. Alright, back soon. Okay guys, I've got it all back together, and because I haven't got my overhead cam, I'm using this crappy, it's an old, beautiful colour. Do you like it? Alright, let's see. So, I'm going to plug it in and see if we still get the reboot. Alright. Hit the power button. I've got lights on the fan spin. Not yet. Oh, I forgot to plug the fan in. Well, I can tell you, I reckon I fixed it. You see that? There we go. Yeah, no, what did that say? Ooh. So, just real time, what does that mean? I'll have to check that out later, but she's starting. Definitely starting. What does that say? Maybe if I turn that light off. No, not much better. That one off. Not much better. Real time clock error. Check time and date. And of course there's no SSD in this. Real time clock error. So I might have another error with this, but I think that the RAM's fixed now. Let's just do that one more time. Pretty happy about that. There we go. Can't see the damn thing. It's probably turning off because the fan's not spinning. Because I didn't plug it in, did I? Anyway, let's see. Can't wait for me proper cam. Yeah, I'll plug this fan in. Turn him round. And of course, I've got the fattest fingers in the world. Really hate there we go. Thank God. Let's try again. What? This side. Yeah, we have fan spin now. And now it's staying on. Oh, damn it. There we go. Staying on. Fantastic. Lenovo Carbon X1 Generation 2 repaired. Thanks guys.